The house felt different without her. Too quiet, even with everyone gathered in the living room waiting. Photos lined the shelves, birthdays, holidays, moments that felt warm once, but heavy now. The lawyer cleared his throat, shuffling papers. No one breathed. When he finally spoke, the words felt unreal. The estate will be divided as specified in her final will. Alex sat at the edge of the couch, hands clasped, heart in their throat. Beside them, their older sister Emma sat perfectly straight, unreadable. The list began: the house, the savings, the lake cabin, and slowly Alex realized the pattern. Emma's name appeared again, and again, and again. When the lawyer reached Alex's part, it was short. A small stipend, and an old wooden box. That was it. The room stayed silent. Not shocked, not confused, just awkward. Alex stared at the floor, the weight of the moment hitting harder than anything in the will itself. Why would their mother leave them almost nothing? And why did Emma look like she already knew? After the reading, people drifted around the house like ghosts. Small talk, soft voices, forced smiles. Emma stayed close to the lawyer, speaking in hushed tones Alex couldn't quite hear. Alex sat alone at the dining table, the tiny wooden box in front of them. It wasn't even locked. Just simple. Old, almost forgotten. They traced a finger along its edges, remembering the way their mother used to keep it on her dresser. She said it held memories too important to lose, but she never told Alex what was inside. Emma finally approached, placing a hand on the back of a chair. Her tone was gentle, too gentle. Don't take it personally, okay? Mom had her reasons. Alex looked up slowly. What reasons? Emma didn't answer. She just squeezed Alex's shoulder and walked away. The box suddenly felt heavier, like it wasn't an inheritance, but a message. And standing there, watching Emma smile politely at distant relatives, Alex felt something they hadn't felt all day. She was hiding something, and whatever it was, their mother wanted Alex to be the one to find it. Alex didn't open the box right away, the one that still smelled faintly like lavender and old books. Sunlight fell across the bed in familiar patterns, just like it did when Alex was a child. They sat on the edge of the mattress, the box on their lap, and for the first time all day, they let themselves breathe. A memory surfaced. They were small, as maybe 6 or 7, sitting on this very bed while their mother brushed their hair. Emma stood in the doorway, arms crossed, watching. Their mother had laughed softly and said, "Not everything needs to be equal. Sometimes people need different things." Back then, Alex hadn't understood. Inside wasn't jewelry or a key or money. Just letters. Old, folded, worn at the edges. All of them addressed to one person. To Alex. Their mother's handwriting swirled across each envelope like a whisper. Alex swallowed hard. Whatever was inside those letters might explain everything. Alex placed the letters gently beside them, hands trembling just a little. They chose the one on top, the oldest, yellowed at the corners, and unfolded it carefully. The handwriting was softer than they remembered. Gentler. "My dear Alex, if you're reading this, it means I didn't get the chance to say everything I wanted. I hope these words find you when you're ready, not when you're hurting." Alex blinked hard, breath catching in their throat. The letter continued. "You've always had a heart too big for this world. I worried I relied on it, more than I should have. And I worried your sister learned to depend on things you never asked for." A chill ran through Alex's chest. Why mention Emma? Alex opened a second letter, then a third, searching for answers. Each one hinted at something unspoken: guilt, regret, and a promise their mother never explained. But the last line of the fourth letter stopped Alex cold. "You deserve to know the truth. It's time someone told you what happened. The night your father left." Alex's heart dropped. Their father wasn't just gone. He was part of this. And suddenly the inheritance wasn't the real mystery. The past was. Alex froze, the letter trembling slightly in their hands. Their father's name hadn't been spoken in the house for years, not out of anger, but out of grief. A silence too deep to disturb. They opened the next letter, heart pounding. "Alex, I know you remember the night he left, but you don't know why. I kept the truth from you because I wanted to protect you. And because Emma begged me to." Alex's breath caught. "Emma?" The letter continued. "There was an argument. Your father wanted to take something with him, something he believed belonged to him. But it didn't. It belonged to you." Alex stared at the paper, the words blurring slightly. What could their father have wanted from them? And why would Emma be involved? They sifted through the remaining letters. Faster now, searching for details. A name, an object, a clue. But each note danced around the truth without touching it fully. Their mother was hiding something, carefully, and for the first time Alex felt it clearly. Emma didn't just know more about the will. She knew more about their father. About that night. About everything. Alex found Emma standing alone on the back porch, staring out at the yard where they used to play as kids. The late afternoon sun softened everything except the tension between them. Alex stepped forward, clutching one of the letters. "Why didn't you tell me?" Their voice wasn't angry, just tired. Emma didn't turn around right away. She just closed her eyes, like she'd been expecting this moment. "Tell you what?" she asked quietly. Alex held out the letter. "The night Dad left. Mom said you begged her to keep it from me." Emma's shoulders tensed. For a long moment, she said nothing. Then she finally looked at Alex, eyes filmed with something raw. "I was trying to protect you," she whispered. "You were too young to understand. And Mom, she thought it would break you." Alex shook their head. "It broke me anyway." Emma's breath hitched. "Alex," she said softly, voice trembling. "What Mom didn't tell you. What I tried to help her hide. It wasn't about the inheritance. It was about you. Alex flinched at the weight of that single word. Emma took a shaky step closer. Dad didn't leave because of Mom. He left because of something he found out about you. Alex stared at her, heart pounding in their ears. Emma swallowed hard. And I think it's finally time for you to know what it was. Emma's eyes glistened as she steadied herself, like the words physically hurt to say. Dad didn't leave because of anything you did, she began softly. He left because he found out you weren't his. The world seemed to slow. Alex felt the railing behind them, grounding them, keeping them upright. Emma continued, voice breaking. He overheard a conversation between Mom and Aunt Marlene. Mom was crying. She said she didn't know how to tell him that she loved him. But God, Alex, she was terrified. Alex's breath came shallow, their chest tight. He confronted her, Emma whispered. They fought. But he didn't yell about Mom. He yelled about you. He said he couldn't raise a child who wasn't his, and that he didn't want to pretend. A tear slipped down Emma's cheek. Mom begged him to stay. Begged him. But he walked out that night. And he never came back. Alex looked down at their hands, the letters trembling between their fingers. Suddenly, the tiny wooden box made sense. The inheritance. The distance. The softness in their mother's voice when she looked at them. Emma reached for their hand. She tried to love us equally. But she loved you differently. Because she was all you had. Alex swallowed hard, trying to breathe past the ache in their chest. Everything they thought they knew about their family had been built on silence. Alex sat on the porch steps long after Emma finished speaking. The sky was turning gold, the same color it used to be when their mother called them in for dinner. For a moment, Alex felt small again, confused, lost, but somehow lighter. Emma sat beside them, not touching, just close enough to be there. I'm sorry, she whispered. For all of it. Alex nodded slowly. The hurt was still there, sharp, deep, but something else rose underneath it. Understanding. A quiet kind of love. They opened the wooden box again, fingers grazing the stack of letters. Not instructions. Not explanations. Just their mother's heart written out piece by piece. This was her gift, Alex said softly. Not the money. Not the house. This. Emma smiled through her tears. She left me everything else because she knew I'd be fine. But she left you the one thing she trusted you to hold. Alex folded the letters carefully, placing them back inside. The box didn't feel small anymore. It felt full, painfully, beautifully full. As the last sunlight faded, Alex whispered to the quiet air, I wasn't her mistake. And for the first time, they believed it. The inheritance hadn't been about what they received, but about finally knowing who they were.